Hi there, my name is Wolf and welcome back to the GFA. This is week number 8. We are facing the Shiny Shackle, whose team is the New Orleans Pidgeys. His link is down in the description below. He actually has a YouTube. I have not checked it out again, or at least in a while, so I gotta go do that at some point. But it's down there. You should do it too. We can do it at the same time. It'll be cool. So, Shiny Shackle is bringing, let's find out. And music, as always, is by audioontics.com. Their link is down in the description below. These next couple weeks are going to be kind of important for us because the 10th week, the 11th week, and the 12th week are the last weeks of the GFA, and we are facing really tough opponents for that. He's got Electros. Oopsies. The Mega Gardevoir. I knew he was going to bring the Bisharp, and I'm running out of... Alright, that pen's running out of ink. Let's use the Sharpie. Mega Gardevoir. He's got the Kyurem. Hopefully we can go mono on mono. Kyurem versus Kyurem. Bisharp. Nidoking. I did not bring Nidoqueen this week. I almost did, but I didn't. I brought the Crobat, Banded, Cresselia, especially defensive. I brought Kyurem Black, Scarf, Timid. I brought the Infernape, the Mega Pinsir, and Aegislash. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to lead Crobat just because I really am liking that lead. I like that I can U-turn out on anything and it's super fast. Looking at this team, I think if I can get rid of Kyurem, a combination of Crobat and... I don't know. It's gonna depend how this plays out. But let's hop in and find out what happens. I definitely have to play this very carefully. Definitely have to, especially with the Bisharp. The Bisharp has the potential to sweep my entire team if I cannot get rid of it. That's one of the main reasons I have Infernape here, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna lead with Crobat. He's gonna lead with Primeape. These things are usually Choice Scarf, so I'm tempted to just Brave Bird it. Because I am tempted to Brave Bird it, but let me double check math to see if it will actually outspeed me. Because I am adamant. NU Choice Scarf at level 50. I have time for this. Versus Crobat, Banded at, and Adamant. Nope, stop. I don't want to upload something. Bad computer. Adamant at level 50. Alright, so 160. Yeah, I know he's going to outspeed me. Okay. So he's going to outspeed me and try to go for either U-turn or Stone Edge or something. I need this Crobat. I think Blood Donor is kind of a safe switch. Blood Donor, the Aegislash. I think. Let me double check. Sorry it's taking a while, but I want to make sure we do well. Yeah, I think Aegislash is kind of a safe switch here. He's not going to go for a Dark type move. I don't think he'd go. Oh, he's just going to immediately withdraw, which means he's probably not Choice Scarf, which is good to know. And he's actually going out into Full Bust to the Kyurem, which is a good switch for me. Because I'm going to go out into the Aegislash. He was faster than me, though. So, wait a minute. No, he's definitely Scarf. Never mind. So, I'm going to go into Blood Donor here. At this point, I can kind of just fire off an Iron Head. Yeah. I don't really see a downside there. He could maybe Earth Power me. Earth Power, yeah, I can live one. In King Shield, I'm sure. And Weakness Policy is going to go off. This is one of those weeks that I'm bringing the Weakness Policy, Aegislash Physical, and hopefully that will do well. Unfortunately, I was not able to bring Shadow Sneak just because I needed Iron Head, Secret Sword, and Shadow Claw. He could possibly bring in the Bisharp now. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Bisharp can hit me with a Sucker Punch, even in Shield form, when I go to attack, and it'll probably kill me at this range. Nope, but he's going to bring out Miss Piggy, which is good because Aegislash is kind of a counter in a way. But what I'm going to do, King Shield is obvious. I got to go for it anyways. If he's Scarfed, he's going to lock himself into something. Let's see what he locks himself into. And honestly, like, Earthquake. Okay, shoot. I was hoping I could King Shield you and deal with that. Looking at the team, how much damage do I take from a Scarfed? How much damage do I take from a Scarf thing? Let's not have a phone call right now. How much damage do I take from a Scarf Primate? Earthquake. Aegislash. Shield. Let's just use VGC Mix Attacker and give it Earthquake. I take about 40%, so that's more than what I have. I mean, you're clearly Scarf, so I can go out to Crobat, and I can U-turn on the switch. Oh, it's a bit of a prediction though, and it's really heavily reliant on him being Scarfed. So, okay. So I'm assuming if he is Scarfed, he has to switch here. So I'm going to go for U-turn. If he's not Scarfed, okay, so he's definitely Scarfed. And he's going to go into Checkmate the Bisharp. So I'm going to be able to break any potential focus sashes with this U-turn. So that's great. And I can go into Infernape. And what I can do there is just Mach Punch and kill this thing. Which would be fantastic, because I need this Bisharp gone for me to really have any good times to be had. This thing's gotta go. Oh, also, I got a brand new shirt. Graffiti 2D My Heart, and her roommate made it, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna be cosplaying Hero this weekend. It's gonna be fantastic. So here, he might go for Sucker Punch. I'm gonna go for Mach Punch. He could switch, he could not. He is gonna withdraw. That's fine. That is fine by me. Mr. Eel Girl. Okay. Let me see. Wait. Okay, you are defensive? That did not nearly as much as it should have. Let me look at what I have for Electros. Not Glycerin, not Infernape. I'm gonna save this. Usually these things are kind of physical. He might go for the Earthquake. Do I predict it? I could get rid of Aegislash, but I really don't want to. I mean... Alright, how much does Aegislash take away from a Mega Gardevoir? In shield form. Because if I can take a hit from this, I won't sack it. But if not... Yeah, alright, I could take one hit and then OHKO it. So, I guess I gotta keep that. Even though it's probably gonna go for a knockoff, I kind of want to switch to Cress. Cress kind of walls Kyurem, but Kyurem's gone. Cress is my wall for Nidoking, though, as well. Decisions. I could go for the Flare Blitz, but I honestly don't think it'll do enough. If this thing was defensive, as the Mach Punch barely did anything. I think my only switch is Kyurem. That's my only switch to this thing. So hopefully I'm not gonna take anything too bad. I do have Terrible. Wild Charge. Alright, so you were definitely physical. And I'm glad I went into Kyurem because that did diddly squat. Whatever you switch in outside of Mega Gardevoir is gonna take an Earth Power from this Kyurem. So if he does switch Mega Gardevoir, I can... Really? Really? I didn't switch the moves. And I don't have Earth Power. That's awful. Alright. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Did I switch? I switched everything else though, right? Let me just double check. Crobat's right. Infernape's right. Demon Lord is right. Blood Donor is right. Okay, so Kyurem is the only one I messed up and didn't give it Earth Power. God dang it. Alright, well, I'm in here. I have to go for the Ice Beam. Oh my gosh. And you stayed in. If I had the Earth Power, you would be dead. Oh my goodness. Look at that Ice Beam. If I had stayed in, or if I had the earth power, you would be so dead. Oh, I'm salty about that. That is bad. But Kurum can't do very much here. I can whittle it down slowly. And I have Roost if he decides to knock off my scarf, but... I am... Really? Oh my goodness. Of course I forgot there. No. Oh well. Oh well, we'll roll with it. Without Earth Power, to be honest, Kurum is really expendable in this match. Like, really expendable. So, ultimately, if I can take out the Electros, that would be great. Just because I kind of can't hit this with much. It has no weaknesses unless you have, like, a Mold Breaker or Terravolt or whatever Pokemon. He's going to switch out. Show me not Bisharp. Machina. How much does a Gardevoir take from this? A Mega Gardevoir. I'm going to calc it. Let's go Kurum Black. Kurum Black. Ice Beam. Does almost half. Almost half. This is Modest, but with not Life Orb. So let's get rid of that. And let's give it Modest. Yeah, it does. It's a roll. That looks like we got a little bit low rolled there. That's fine. I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam anyways. I'm expecting to get hit with like a Hyper Voice or something. But hopefully I can whittle this thing down just a bit, and then Kurum's gonna be probably taken down. But that's fine. Without the Earth Power, really, like I said, it's kind of really expendable. So yeah. Oh, he goes for the sub, expecting the switch. Nope, I am sacking this Kurum. So that's going to be a dead Mega Gardevoir. That is fantastic. A dead Mega Gardevoir. Cool, so I can cross that thing off as well. Literally just gonna sack this thing. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Sending out Checkmate. Alright. I kind of want to keep this, to be honest. It does take care of Nidoking. I do outspeed and do that. But really... You know what, yeah. Because the Primate has the Earthquake, I'm going to go into Aegislash, sack that off instead, and bring in... Probably Infernape. Swords Dance. Oh no. This is why I told you I could possibly get swept by a Bisharp, and I need to get rid of Bisharp because it's gonna do that. It's gonna do that. So I'm gonna Sacred Sword. I should have King Shield. I should have King Shield. You were gonna fall right for it if I King Shielded. Oh well. Well, I was gonna sack this thing anyways. That's fine. I'm gonna go into Oh God My Hair. It'll force him out at the very least. Because I do outspeed, and the Mach Punch is going to hurt quite a bit. So that S-Steed Checkmate is going to be checked out. No. Not a good joke. Alright, well I tried. Alright, so the good news here is that I have the Earthquake for this King Henry. And I think that should... Black Sludge. Alright, that makes me a little cautious. So I'm going to calc it at the worst case scenario for me. And that's Nidoking. You don't have the Life Orb, you have the Black Sludge. Level 50. Let's say I have Earthquake. Because I do have Earthquake. But I'm jolly. Does 90... No, it doesn't do enough. Does not do enough. Unless I want to get rid of this thing. And I really don't. So Cress is my Nidoking wall. So I'm going to go into that. Save this Infernape just in case. Because I need that Sash in case for the Bisharp. I need to get rid of the Bisharp. That's a big Toxic Spikes. Alright. We're doing that. I'm going to have to defog those away at some point. Alright. That's just fine. I'm not mad. Alright, so... To be honest, I kind of want to make a double. Because I feel like he's going into the Bisharp. I feel it in my bones. But if I'm wrong... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for a safe Ice Beam. Yeah, he's are you going in the Bisharp? Yes, he's going in the Bisharp. I should have... hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 2020. So, I'm gonna go Ice Beam. It does meh amounts. He has shown that he has the knockoff, so he's probably gonna go for that. Once again, I do need to calc it. And I'll just calc it for level 100 to be, you know, just to be ridiculous. So I have 4 EVs in defense. So again, I'm specially defensive, which he did not bring that many special Pokemon. Unfortunately. Knockoff does a huge chunk, actually. Like a gigantic chunk. And probably will kill at level 50. So. Oh, he's got me in a bad spot, too. I guess I gotta go into the Demon Lord. Because he can take a knockoff pretty well. I am gonna get poisoned by those toxic spikes. But I don't really worry about that right now. Just gonna go knockoff. Yeah, I figured that. Just in case you wanted to SD or something. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a crit. That's fine. He's probably gonna go for the Sucker Punch at this point. Which would kill me. Which is kind of a shame. How much would it do to a normal Mega Pinsir? Sucker Punch does 40%. Yeah, that would kill. Knockoff should only do 35%. I think once I Mega Evolved. So that crit did matter. But that's alright. I'm gonna go straight for the Quick Attack. Let's just get some extra damage on this thing. Let's just get some extra damage on this thing. I think I'm really gonna heavily have to rely on Crobat to clean up if I can get rid of this Bisharp. He's probably going for the Sucker Punch. Probably. Let me see the Sucker Punch. Yep, there's the Sucker Punch. Cool. So I'm going to be able to get another Quick Attack on this thing before I die to poison. Guess the Toxic Spikes did matter. And I'm going to go for a Quick Attack. Hopefully I can kill. He's going to withdraw. Oh well. He's really... He knows that's his win condition. He knows it. I feel it. So he's taking good care of that Bisharp. I need my Infernape around to make sure like I can take that thing out, because that is a for sure kind of check to it, as I can't switch it in. But if it's already in there, I can just bop it with a little Mach Punch. So I mean, yeah, he's physical, but I see no reason Crest can't take care of it. I see no reasons. Would Electros get the kill for that? Huh. Nidoking. Nidoking would, because he set the Toxic Spike. That's the way the rules go, is if you die to like residual damage. Like if I were to Toxic this thing, like I'm about to. If you're going to, if he dies to Toxic and Crest is dead, Crest still gets the kill because it Toxic'd you and you died to Toxic damage. So Knockoff, I don't think will do. Yeah, it does diddly squat, and I can just Moonlight that back. To be completely honest with you. But what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. 2 Ice Beams might kill that Bisharp. Might. Keyword might. I know it's resisted, but Bisharp's pretty low at this point. And I'm expecting that switch. I could have... Oh, Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy. That's an interesting switch. Why are you doing that? Let me find out. If you're Choice Scarfed versus a Crest, and you have Night Slash or Knockoff, I don't know which one it gets. Calm. Let's give you Night Slash, because I know Primate gets Night Slash, and that does a good amount. It does 30%. Alright, I'm gonna see what he locks himself into, and I'm gonna Moonlight it. Alright, U-turn. Whatever. Gonna go, oh my goodness. Yeah, that does a decent chunk. About as much as it should. And I'm gonna just Moonlight it back. I'm just gonna Moonlight it back. Into checkmate. Okay. So this thing. Now it's time for the mind games. This thing. How much can I do to it with this Ice Beam? I almost wish I had brought... I think 2 Ice Beams would kill. I don't have an item. So how much does Knockoff do without an item? Sucker Punch will do more. But alright. So if you have to rely on Sucker Punch, nope, you're going to go for the Knockoff, that's fine. I can take that. Cresselia is so bulky, I love it. And I'm going to be able to go for an Ice Beam. It's not going to kill, but the second one probably will. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to Moonlight back up. So he could Sucker Punch. See? And I'm going to Moonlight back up. That's where the mind games happen. So at that point, he probably should have gone for Knockoff, but he didn't know I was going to do that. So, alright. So again, I can take another Knockoff or a Sucker Punch at this point, and I can go for Ice Beam and get rid of this freaking Bisharp. It needs to go down. Bisharp's too powerful. At least against my team. And Bisharp goes down. Yeah. If I had like a clap track, I would totally put that right there. So, alright, so what he's got left, he's got Primate, Nidoking, and Electros. So, I'm interested to see what this thing wants to do, because he hasn't shown more than a defensive moveset. Taunt. Oh. Ha. Neat. Alright. Okay. So, let's see. You're obviously some form of defensive. I could... Honestly, Crest is decent right now, but I want to see what he's going to do. So, he's just going to Toxic Spike, expecting a switch. I'm going straight for the Side Shock. Let's see. How much damage does it do? How defensive are you? Does about half. Okay. A little under half. So, let's see. Let's try to figure out your spread. I do not see bulky Nidokings. I barely even use Nidoqueen to be bulky, to be honest. So, let's switch these to 50. And let's look at Size Shock. Said lots of calcing. Yeah, see, that did less than it should, so you're definitely defensively invested. It's gonna be 252. I'm gonna say you're probably fully just defensive, which means, yeah, okay, you're gonna withdraw, go into Electros, go into what you want, Mr. Eel, your girl. I'm gonna be able to get a Size Shock on that thing. Now, I'm curious how much this thing wants to do to me. It's physical, obviously, from what he's shown. He's not Assault Vest. I could just go for Psyshocks. And actually, my taunt wore off, so I'm just going to Moonlight. Never mind everything I just said. I'm just going to Moonlight. He can't kill me from this range. And he's actually slower. And he's actually slower than me. So I'm going to be able to Moonlight back up to almost full. And Wild Charge is going to do diddly squat. Diddly squat. Crest the wall just coming through. Ah, I knew this thing was going to be so important. I do wish I had made it physically bulky, but it doesn't matter at this point. It does not matter. So, alright. So, here, I'm going to go for Psyshock. Might kill from this range. Question might. If not, Toxic will... Yeah, Toxic will kill it from this range now. And Crest is in a position where, it's a little iffy. If he does bring in the Nidoking, or actually either one, I'll probably have to switch. I'll probably have to switch with either one, but Electros gets taken down, so the Nidoking and the Primate are the only ones left now. And we currently have a pretty damaged Kyurem. Probably not going to do much this match. He's bringing in the King Henry. He showed that he had taunt last time. So So I'm gonna just go for the Psy Strike. Yeah, Psy Shock. Sorry, not Psy Strike. That'd be amazing. But no, he showed he had the taunt, so I'm gonna get some free damage here with Psy Shock. I am slower. Okay. So here's where we get to see what move do you have that's offensive. Thunderbolt. Okay, I can totally take a Thunderbolt. Like I said, I'm specially bulky. That was a crit. You see that? You see that? Alright, so Psy Shock is going to kill the King Henry. And we're left just facing off against this Primate, the Choice Scarf Primate. I'm curious what he's going to lock himself into. But either way, it doesn't make sense for me to switch right now. So I'm just going to go for the Psy Shock. I mean, I'm probably going to get taken down by this U-turn, honestly. That's fine. But he's locking himself into U-turn. So I can just do my thing, go into Crobat, resist the U-turn. I think that's ×2 because Poison might resist Bug too. And then just kill. So I'm a little sad that Infernape didn't get a chance to do what it was supposed to. But it did at least scare him out. And all that good stuff. So I'm going to Brave Bird. That should be the game. He's definitely Scarfed because he outspeeds me, but whatever. And that should be a good game to our friend the Shiny Shackle. And his link, as always, is in the description down below. So, very cool stuff, very cool stuff. And we're going to move on to week 9, where we will be facing the Seattle Skarmories, led by Charisma. His link will also be in that video too, because he has a YouTube too. So we're facing all the YouTube people. So that's fantastic. That is fantastic. I'm definitely going to have to pad up my differential for the next couple weeks if I can. It's definitely going to be tough battles. Just moving on. So definitely stay tuned. Stay tuned for just all the next week's battles, and I'll see you guys next week with some more of this good stuff. Tomorrow a new series should be beginning as well, if I remember correctly. Hearthstone might still be going up. Not sure. I'd have to double check that, but I'm rambling now. So I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys have a good day, a good week, good life. Now, goodbye!